Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's MicheleMarieDalene. It is Thursday morning. This is 30th of March, 2023. And of course, we are here and live and breathing. And it's a little chilly outside. That's why we're not outside yet. However, Saturday still looks like it's going to be pretty mild. A high of about 19 degrees Celsius, it looks like to be for my area, which is going to be good, but it's going to be a little soggy. But fortunately, I'm on a porch that's covered, so therefore we would have less problem streaming outside that day. Let's get the actual forecast, and then we'll get started with the normal morning preliminaries. Currently, right now, it is minus 2 degrees Celsius. It is sunny outside. Expected high today will be 3 degrees Celsius. Friday will be 70% chance of rain, high of 8. Saturday, 90% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high of 19. Sunday, high of 7 with sunny. Monday, cloudy, high of 11. Dentist day, Tuesday will be 30% chance of rain, high of 16. Which would have been a nice day out there to stream. Wednesday, high 18 with cloudy. Thursday, 60% chance of rain, high 20. So maybe next Wednesday and Thursday we might be on the porch. And then Friday is going to be cloudy with a high of 10. And then Saturday will be a high of 11 with mostly cloudy. So there's not going to be a lot of days outside to be warm and toasty for streaming, but we'll try to see if we can get some in for the morning show. So that'll be a good thing. So we are up to 1,375 subs. And so we are going to be conveniently expanding our horizons as we go through the sub count. Let's see. Let's take a look at the comments here. Opening the coming parade won't be until the 25th of May. The pet parade comes first, and that'll be around the 25th of May. The Laurel Festival is a little bit after that. That's going to be, I believe, around the 30th of May. Ice Cream Social, I couldn't find anything from the Winston Parks and Recreation about the Ice Cream Social, because that's probably going to be in July, so it's a little bit early. I will check the Parks and Recreation calendar closer to July and see what they have. Yeah, well, that's the breaks. Can't cover every part of the United States. I try, but looking at the trends. Now, so hi Jim, how you doing? There is no parade, upcoming parade for anybody, and as I said, I just checked into that. Okay, let's talk about what the parade is. Since that's in May, it's not in April. Unless we don't have an Easter parade. Winston does not have an Easter parade. But today is Holy Thursday. For those of you who are interested to know, and for the Roman Catholic calendar, next week is Holy Thursday for the Greek Russian and Greek Orthodox. So just to let you know that. So if you are wondering, tomorrow's Good Friday. Tomorrow is the day that Jesus dies on the cross. And then he will be resurrected on Sunday. For he said he will be resurrected on the third day to judge the living and the dead. That's what we say in the Nicene Creed. But the thing that's interesting to me is the Catholic Church always seems to have, of course, resurrection of Christ as a major deal to all Christian denominations. Catholic or Protestant. I haven't seen any Christian church that does not exemplify the power of Easter. Craig Sr., I sent you out a couple links to your cell phone about the train set you wanted. It did find you one that wasn't going to cost you an arm and a leg. And it says, so if you're looking for one here, it did find you one for $309 for the Burlington passenger line. So, how you doing, Craig? And Krista, I sent you a text message. I wondered if maybe you or Ray could help me get the garbage to the dumpster downstairs. There's still snow in front of the dumpster. I'm not kidding you. There's still snow. There's still snow in front of the dumpster. Okay. Michelle, Craig, and Denise, yeah, can you give Denise a shout out? Doing a little bit. I'm glad to know that Denise is doing better, Craig. I am really glad to know that. I know that people who've had multiple sclerosis, and it's a strange one. Comes out of nowhere. They don't know what causes it. It's not heredity. It's not biological. It's not a virus. It's not bacteria. It just poof shows up and turns their life upside down, just like it did for Ned Funicello. So, Chris, if you can get back to me the message I just sent you, asking if maybe you or Ray can help me get some of the bags of garbage to the dumpster. Because there's still snow in front of the dumpster. How you doing, Savannah? Alright, let's get the panel on before we forget. As far as that message, Wiggy just sent me another message. Oh. Interesting question, but probably not. Yeah, so let's get the pin open. Jojo didn't come on yet. I don't know when Jojo is coming up. I did send her a link to the group. So don't know when she's gonna come on. Krista, nice to see you. Hope you're... Why do I have to? I can't get this garbage out to the dumpster when there's snow still in front of it. I just assessed it this morning. I could use a helping hand to get the stuff down the stairs and safely to the dumpster. I can, help you get the stuff down the stairs. And then maybe if we had a wheelbarrow, we could probably throw them in a wheelbarrow and then wheeled it over to the dumpster. But Jimmy doesn't have a wheelbarrow. Ed can't get anything outside. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't even really have the ability to walk up and down the stairs. I got a feeling it's gonna be another fucking last summer this year. Given the last 2 summers, I told him, I said, you better not get sick this summer. I said, because this will be the third summer that you basically made me suck. I said, I don't need to have you get your legs stiff and I can't go ahead and enjoy this summer because you're going to be tied up in bed. I don't want that again. So make sure you get the medications you need. Make sure to get the stuff done you need. Because I don't want to waste another summer doing the same thing I did last 2 summers. Because that sucks. I said, that really sucks for me. Yeah, that's tomorrow. Stan CT is coming by. Stop spamming the chat. You're spamming the chat. I don't even know if that's really waking Michelle. I don't think it is. It's not. As far as I know. Give it a break. Alright. How can he go to the hockey game? Let's put it this way. He needs help to get up and down those stairs. And the thing is that I can't do it. I can't do it for him. He's going to have to get up and down the stairs on his own. Stan might be able to help him a little bit when he goes by tomorrow night for the hockey game, but Ed basically is going to have to get up and down the stairs on his own. He takes a walker with him. Which walker? Good question. Yeah. Probably the big rolling one. Oh, that thing's a pain in the haul. How can I say? I don't understand. You just can't get the garbage out one bag at a time. The problem is, Krista, is I gotta go. There's a snowbank right in front of the dumpster again. If it was totally snow-free, which means there probably is no ice, then I would have said fine. But unfortunately, there's snow right in front of it. Well, the thing is, Ed throws a lot of crap away. I mean, when it was just me by myself, I would generate 8 bags of garbage a week. Mostly paper. He throws food away, claiming it's cross-contaminated, sitting there telling me that he thinks it's got bugs in it, and then like I did a couple days ago, I found food that was laying around on the shelves that was totally bad. I had to throw those away. And like I said, right now there's snowbanks right in front of the dumpster still. Because by the time I empty the garbage, it's nighttime. Or like in the mornings, I look outside and there's a pile of snow right in front of the dumpster, probably hiding dangerous ice, ready to make me slip and break my other kneecap. Gotta be careful with that stuff, you know. You can't. I wonder one thing. What's that with the garbage? If you get a titanium kneecap and you fall on land on that, isn't titanium stronger than bone? Yeah, it's stronger, but it's also more expensive too. Yeah. Well, do you think you could just ask Ray if he can give us a hand? We got paper bags upstairs full of cardboard boxes that's separate from the household garbage. Magazines that we don't need. Jimmy's broken, crufty vacuum cleaners that are his, but he's never taken care of those. He's got wood scraps. He hasn't taken care of those. And yet Jimmy yells at us to clean the porch, but he doesn't even take his own broken vacuum cleaners and wood scraps to the dumpster. I don't get it. No, I'm not going to hear about it. I don't want to. By the way, I did ask the Lakeside Motel how much they wanted for the winter. For the room for the month. They said $1,800. Anywhere from, so let's say $1,800. I'm like, listen, I said, for that room, there's no amenities. There's no towels. There's no bed sheets. There's no TV. The guy said, "Oh, I'll give you all this stuff you basically need: the TV, heat, electric, phone." Yeah, what? $1,800? No. No, not for that price. Because Ed keeps saying to me, "Well, you can move in with me." I said, no. Ed, the room is physically smaller than my apartment. For me, myself, my cat, Lumi, probably, but I cannot see him. And the guy said, "I don't want cats on my property." Okay, he don't want cats on his property. Well, Jimmy don't like dogs on his property, so I don't know what dog anyway. But anyway, Gemini Gem, I try not to depend on people. I really do. That's one of the reasons why I try to schedule, for example, for doctor's appointments, 1 appointment per month. Knowing that Krista has to basically travel, say, like in this case, to Torrington, and then on the 14th, we gotta travel to the other doctor's appointment for the knee consultation. No, I timed out Wiggy. I didn't block Wiggy. I timed her out. I didn't block her.
Hail Mary me, how are you?
How you doing, Paul?
Very good, Michelle. How you doing?
So, let's see. We got some nice weather coming up on the weekend here.
Good. Melt that snow so you can take the trash out.
Wiki was spamming the chat. Okay.
Good. Get those snowbanks melted so you can get your trash out.
I got 5 bags of garbage in the storage bin. They have to go downstairs. And
so how are there snowbanks in your parking lot when Jimmy doesn't shovel or plow the parking lot?
That's just it. There's a big pile of snow right in front of the dumpster still. It didn't all melt yet.
How does it work out? I thought he didn't plow the parking lot. How is there a pile of snow? Just
most of the snow is gone except right in front of the dumpster for some reason. It's still there.
Oh, okay. How convenient.
Yeah, considering that's where the garbage has got to go.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that would be appreciated, Chris. I really do appreciate it. She wasn't blocked anyway. She was just timed out. Yeah, that's a question, though, because there's 2 paratransits. You got the in-town one, and you got the out-of-town. The in-town, which is run by the senior center, only deals with doctors in town. The one that's out of town deals with appointments that are only out of town. It doesn't do in town. You're right, you should grit and salt. But he doesn't run you like that. And he fell on his own dog food, so to speak. He fell on his own icy, slick back driveway because he didn't salt and grit. Now, you really would think he would have learned a lesson, right? No. He breaks his wrist, multiple wrist surgeries, and he still can't use his right wrist. It's just an example of where he doesn't learn from his own karma. Now, one day, the gods of karma are going to seriously even drop a bigger Mickey on his head. Maybe that's where he might land on his head. Because he's not doing his job. You know. Let me see what the other messages are. I offered you thousands of dollars towards getting a new place. Well, wait a minute. Well, first of all, that's a little different answer than what you said earlier. Okay, what you said to me earlier is, wouldn't you make more money panhandling in front of Cumberland Farms? I said, yeah, and unfortunately, I'd probably end up paying it back in court fines.
Panhandling's not a crime.
Yeah, I know, but in Connecticut it is, actually. It is. It's illegal in Connecticut.
There's ways around it.
I know, it's stupid. It's not where Connecticut is the most whacked out state ever, other than California.
Corrupt the kit.
And that's the state in the middle called Colorado.
It's got some weirdos over there in Connecticut, I'm not gonna lie, Michelle.
So, let's see. Where's it going to go? Oh, yeah. So, it's going to get the music on. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Exercise music. I'm going to go to that right now. So, let me go to the pin music. I didn't get the workout, guys. Yeah. Get to the pins. 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 Okay, here we go. Start play from the beginning. Alright, let's get this shit on the road. Oh, I'm gonna turn this down a bit so we can still talk to you. A little lower. There we go. There's lots of soda bottles out there, including the ones I was using for myself here. So unfortunately, we have no water bottles here anymore, so just be aware of that, okay? There ain't no water bottles, ain't no water bottles, ain't no water bottles. Kick that leg, kick that leg, kick that leg, kick that leg. Kick that leg, kick that leg, kick this one too, the broken one. Feet, so up her. I got a very tight spot to work in. It's about the size of a phone booth. I gotta work within a very tight constraint. Let's do some stand-ups real quick. Let me make sure this cord is not gonna get ripped out of the wall. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Oh, okay. It's about to get stomped on. Okay. And Coach gonna skip sipping his day. Let's see. Work number. Okay, what happened to Gitchy? She was on yesterday. I don't know where she went. So right now I'm doing the legs. She was here yesterday. I don't know where she went. I'll have to reach out to her. I know she wasn't. She had some bad experiences with the big C. That's all I know. Michelle, you gotta work out for. Yeah. By the way, I got the second episode of Costless Times Radio script written. It's in the group chat, updated versions there too. Fixed a couple typos, couple clerical errors. Now I'm going to be working on episode 3 today. And this one's going to be a lot more complicated, a lot more time consuming, as I have to describe the actual installation of the big transmitters. So big C, yeah, the big C pen virus, the one that we're not allowed to talk about on the internet here, because if you do, they'll get nasty at you too. We call it the big C. So unfortunately, Gitchy got the big C. Oops. And then she recovered. And then, but Craig had the big C also, but he also has to take care of his wife. I'll be visiting my sister. She's in the cemetery in East Heartland. She's passed away. She's no longer alive. She died. Heart attack. She was getting kind of overweight herself. The little kid in the family that was to run ended up getting obese, and then, even though she was a emergency medical technician, for the Armenia Fire Department, she unfortunately did not even recognize the warning signs of a heart attack. And she died on the couch, falling asleep. So, my brother is older than me by 3 years, so he's 59 years old. That's kind of amazing to think about it. My brother's 59 years old. 58, 59. He's a Libra as well. That's it. Take a break. Sorry, I don't have any water right now. But I do got coffee, freshly brewed. Yeah. Brother was thinking about my mistake. Well, let's put it this way. My brother never really comes by. I kind of wonder what he's going to be doing. He's been taking care of things around the house for my mom. Because he lives with my mom. Because he can't really afford to get a house of his own. Hi, Jojo, how you doing? I see. Metal Kitty, how you doing? No, actually, this song is custom generated. I got the copyright to it. I own it. Drink some water out of the Pepsi bottle. No, I don't have any. I put all the empty water bottles on the bag on the porch for Chris to take in and get cashed up. Come, you're gorgeous. How you doing, Craig? No, they live in the other side of town. They, maybe. No, she doesn't live right down the street. She lives about a quarter of a mile away. If I had a knee injury, I used to walk up there. That's where my medical doctor used to be, was up right by their house. And then when I got hurt, actually just before that, I would walk up there. But I had hip problems at that time. And so I ended up stopped walking because my hips couldn't take it anymore. Craig Senior, Craig, I sent you some text links to your phone so that you can look at them it suggested perhaps that you could get in contact with the sellers yourself on eBay and see if you can get a better deal. My mom is usually nice, but she's kind of set in her ways. My brother, I haven't seen him since around 2016 when he came up here. But what my mom and my brother both agreed with at the time, and I couldn't disagree with them either, is that this apartment is pretty basic, low income garbage. And I was like, yeah, okay, I know. That's all you can afford. Hi, Tiger Kitty, how you doing? I am well, thank you. That's good, Milk Kitty. You left what on your doorstep? I didn't leave anything on my doorstep. So I would simply say that my parents are not, my brother and my mother are not jerks. No. My brother's just about 3 years older than me, so he knows how the world's changed. Can be good for us to judge us far less than others. That's not always true, Brilliant Cheese. Sometimes family can be even more judgmental than society. And in the case of family, they claim that they know you better than they would. Most families do know their offspring better than the community does. But sometimes, especially in toxic families, you can get into things that make what goes on in the community seem like child's play. Okay? If you happen to come from a family where alcohol or substance abuse is a thing, in my case it's alcohol, you're taught things that are not appropriate for 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old to know. Like dependence on alcohol. I only see my mom once a year. On average, yeah. Also for Jojo, I did contact you on Twitter and I sent you the link to the panel so that you can be a part of the Discord. And I sent you a link to my comic strips I created. And last but not the least, I sent you a link to my Discord so that you can join up. Did Michelle say she left things outside her house for Krista? I have some soda bottles that are empty. That we've had empty ones for years. We used to keep water in them. And I rinsed them out and I put them in a plastic bag for her and her husband. They're all Coke and Diet Coke bottles and now beer cans in there that she can have. And then she can exchange those in. There's probably about maybe 10, 12 bottles. 2-liter bottles so she can cash in. I don't see JoJo in chat, Kitty. No, maybe she's not. But anyway, I'm sure she will watch the reruns. So she'll come over when she gets a chance. And I did send her, though. Just let her know. I did send her on Twitter the links that she asked about. So I've been looking to see if she was going to join our Discord. She didn't come on yet. I finally got around to watching the Hunter Biden tapes I saw. What do you have for breakfast, Michelle? Dead cereal. Now, I had life cereal. What? Might as well have been dead cereal, considering the practice day. It's as exciting as. Well, it's not exciting. It's just breakfast. I just got up. Okay. So, I made fresh coffee this morning. Fresh brewed coffee. It's not cremated, friend. Okay.
You marry me to Tiger Kitty.
Tiger Kitty, how you doing, Paul? Oh, it's going
I'm doing great, Michelle. I've got me finger stuck in me bum.
Okay, Paul, don't ham it up. Anyway, so...
There's no ham in me bum.
How
It's
come
me
Tiger
finger,
Kitty?
Michelle.
Tiger Kitty, how come you don't come up on the panel and talk in the morning?
She's fucking trying to, Michelle. Get your head out of your bum. She's right here.
That's not... Oh, for God's sakes, don't worry about it, Michelle. Tiger Kitty's in the side chat anyway. She's
in the side chat, Michelle. We don't want to hear that shriek of a British voice. We don't want to hear that anyway, Michelle, right?
I'm going to do my audition.
Oh, sorry,
Yes,
Michelle
Tiger Kitty.
Coffin.
How you doing, Tiger Kitty?
Good. Here, Michelle, do you want to hear my horse?
It's got a horse, Michelle.
I want to hear my horse. Not right now.
It's like
Wait,
your
wait,
blue dinosaur, your
Yeah.
purple dinosaur.
Did you get
called
a
a
chance?
horse.
Did you? Anybody here get a chance to read the script for
Can we see it,
episode
Tiger?
2? Because I did post a revised one yesterday night. I wanted to know if you got a chance to look at this episode 2 episode of Cross the Last Times. I wanted to know if you got a chance to look at the second episode.
Michelle, I've been working on the horse. Listen.
She's got a horse, Michelle.
Okay.
She's doing horse shows at her place now.
That's my horse for the radio show.
Oh, the horse. All right, let's hear it, Tiger. What do you got, Tiger?
It's
Huh?
not coming out. That's it. It's running.
I don't think we
I
saw.
can do an accent.
I have a robot horse.
Here's my accent. Look.
That's my robot horse clopping around here. Big, large, robotic charger.
Okay.
You should bang louder so you can.
Oh, Questless Times. That's the name of the radio show. Questless Times. I think it's interesting, though, that Brian K. also wrote a screenplay called that. So maybe Leather
Like a
King,
full-featured
aka
movie?
Bobby Star, aka Noodles. Bloody hell. Your that accent is bad. What about mine, dear? I've been working on mine for quite a long time. Do you like it, or you not like it? Well,
That's French.
you're right. It does sound kind of French, doesn't it? Yeah, Francais. Yes.
Sounds like you're having a stroke.
I can't do a
She's
hyper
playing
British
with
accent.
herself.
I tried.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Having a stroke.
Michelle, are you playing with yourself?
What?
We're on
No.
YouTube, not Chatterbait.
Can't be doing that. Gotta save that for the paying customers.
Do you have any more sounds you've been working on, Tiger, or just the horse?
Yeah, I got an accent, but I don't know what it is.
All right,
I'll do it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Good morning to you, Paul. How is your day going?
Oh, he's
You
on the
are
way.
be having a good day today. And for Skynet, I'm wishing you the very best of the day. And very good to see some Michelles in this morning. What is it?
Kind of like a Russian, maybe like a Russian Scandinavian. I like it. Yeah, very good, very
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a
Well,
Russian accent.
I don't know. Foreign voices are
Oh, good.
not exactly my thing. I tried to do them. I'm not great at them.
Well, Skynet can do a great African American elder lady. If you have one of those in your story, Michelle.
Oh, do it.
Yeah, I can do Stain Stacy.
Oh, honey, put it out there, honey.
I can't do it. Skynet's pretty good at the. I'm
I don't know
not gonna.
what you're talking
You know,
about.
I'm thinking I may be mistaken. So, like,
Right.
I may be
You're thinking
mistaken.
of a different person.
I do deal with a lot of different voices. Some in my head, some in real life. I could be mistaken.
Well, you are very good at voices, Paul. You do a lot.
All in my head.
You do a good
So,
Jimmy.
Michelle, I saw you work out this morning. How many reps did you do? Are you feeling it in those legs?
15 sit-ups, sit-downs, in case you didn't know.
You did it again today?
Full arm rotators, leg jigglers. Yeah. I didn't set the camera in the
15
legs.
stand-up, sit-downs in
Don't
a row.
forget,
days.
Saturday looks like it's going to be an outdoor show in the morning. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be an outdoor morning show. It's going to be about 66 degrees Fahrenheit or about 18 degrees Celsius. It's going to be a little moist. Yeah, but we're in the porch, so we don't get too moist on the porch.
Yeah, spring's hopefully sticking around here.
Michelle, if you do feel like you're getting moist on the porch, I want you to go back inside and...
It's raining outside.
Shower.
It's raining. I'm proud.
Or maybe grab a tarp.
I can't fit a dress.
Or ask Ed if he'll help out for a little bit.
It's just interesting. So the morning show, we're going to try to do it on the porch on Saturday. Unless the weather all of a sudden turns nasty. Then I think
Nasty?
it's frosty, nasty, cold.
It's been freezing the ground out here like
It's
2
cold
days
right
in
now.
a row.
It's cold right now where I am. It's not.
It's 33
It's
now,
not
but
quiz.
supposed
It's
to go
definitely not
45.
Quiznos outside right now. Expected high today is about 3 degrees Celsius. It's just about 38 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. Yeah.
When does spring start, Michelle?
It's already started. It's not my season. No, it's not my show season.
When does it start? Do you know? Do you know when the first day of spring will officially start?
Tiger hasn't disappeared. She's in the side chat on the panel. Blinchy says I'm sad for Highland Lake Beach live streams from. I don't know about the Highland Lake, as I have no transportation to Highland Lake. That's gonna be.
March the 20th.
But
Maybe it was last Monday.
Maybe if I can get an IP68 rated,
That was a week
rated
ago.
iPhone.
March 21st.
When you guys going to the dispensary? Got all that money from
I don't
the
know.
donators to check.
I suppose we can schlep over there after my dentist appointment, considering I'm probably gonna need some pain relief. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably will.
Exactly.
Excuse me, I need some pain relief. The stupid dentist yanked one of my teeth and it hurts. Okay.
You're literally going
got
for
a
a
script right here.
consultation
Give me
to
that.
show X-rays. I don't know why your mouth would be hurting.
The X-ray will
Yeah, it can be pretty rough on you, for sure.
the cavity to.
Because it was my birthday. Let's see.
Yeah.
Do your teeth hurt, Michelle?
What's that?
Are your teeth causing you any pain?
No, but once they yank it, I'm sure they're gonna hurt.
Well, I mean, maybe
No, my teeth don't hurt.
Yanking.
No, the teeth don't hurt, but the loose tooth is either is get one of two possible outcomes, I think. And I'm not a dentist, so maybe there could be a third one I don't know of. One, go ahead, pour some fresh oral cementum around it and basically keep it planted in the ground because it is still alive and kicking and breathing. But if the tooth, for some reason, has physical damage that could result in the tooth being inappropriate to save, then they're gonna probably have to just grab it with a finger and pull it out. Boink! I'll say
You think
dental's
you can
done.
just
I'll
pull it
save you the
out?
time. I'll do it
Yeah,
myself.
like, why would you pay a dentist to pull out a tooth with their finger?
You could do that yourself for free, Michelle.
Yeah, I know.
Let alone Ed could probably do it, right? I mean, Ed could do it.
Tie your tooth to a beer can and slam it down on the table.
No, because the
Or to one of his
top
trains?
teeth probably don't need a denture. The bottom teeth probably just need I just need a bridge. So the bottom teeth they'll probably put a bridge in. Maybe 2 bridges, because you got the bridge one molar. Unless the dentist says, you know what, the molar is there. It's not causing you pain. It's quietly just a lot of old teeth stumps. Just leave it alone. And you'll just go ahead and put some artificial gum on the top of it so it looks like nice and smooth.
Got old teeth stubs here, ma'am.
Mouth looks like the cut down rainforest, Michelle, with all the stumps.
It looks
Michelle,
like,
what do you said you got the good insurance?
It looks like the forest that
porcelain.
basically got burnt to the ground. Basically, it kind of looks basically old dead tree stumps.
Like,
Well, why don't they just pull it?
Parts of the teeth are still hanging out there. Yeah.
It's like
Probably they don't
Detroit on,
hurt.
it's like Detroit on Devil's Night.
I can pluck it out with my fingers. I don't need to use that stupid string.
You use your fingers till you ink them out.
Did you already talk about shit yet, or do you want to talk about shit too?
No, I don't know if she has yet.
Okay.
I came in kind of late, been on the phone.
But, the thing is, the dentist might say to me, well, here's the biggest problem. The stupid tooth has basically caused the other three incisors to shift sideways. So you're going to need to go get yourself some Invisalign, yes? We have Invisalign here. We'll straighten them for you. No. And then they still have to give you a blades anyway. Come.
Yeah, do you have an Indian dentist, Michelle? Does he talk like that? Is he Indian?
I think I'd be one hell of an Indian dentist.
Yeah.
And let's make
I
sure
wouldn't
I
want
can
an
cause
Indian
you the
working in my
most
mouth
financial
until they wipe
pain that
their
you can
hands with their
experience.
ass with
Yes,
their
I
hands.
shall seriously cause you
I wouldn't let them put that in my mouth.
most unpleasant financial pain you shall experience when I day life. Here's your bill. It covers 5 implants, 3 bridges, and 2 crowns. So go ahead, pay out the window. Thank you. Excuse me. Yes. This bill is $15,000.
Michelle does all day.
I said it caused you most pain. There's your pain. Don't pay it.
Yeah, that's what she does all day.
Yep. Talks about the dentist, makes an Indian accent
Sweet, pretty much.
all day. And some YouTube videos.
Yeah. I have insurance
There's not
now.
really gas anymore at the dentist.
But officially, the insurance covers cleanings and routine checkups. I don't think it's going to cover in full price bridges.
More than likely not. Michelle, you gotta get yourself some dental.
I mean,
some
the
Delta
bridge,
Dental
see,
up in there.
the thing is, here's the important thing people don't realize. A bridge and an implant, for almost all intents and purposes, costs about the same amount of money. The difference is the way that
I don't know,
bridges
Michelle.
are much easier to install because you just gotta basically round off some of the top of your teeth. They're gonna become the abutments, and then they put the crowns on those, and that holds the other teeth in place. Or if the teeth is in good shape, the new adhesives they have, they can glue the partials right onto those. And then you better pick up yourself a water pick so you can clean underneath the gums, because otherwise they can get food crud underneath your partials, and then you're gonna have a miserable time. So dentists still recommend people buy those water picks if you can find one,
I've got one.
to help remove the crud from underneath the fake teeth, which is part of the bridge. Implants are big money. Aren't they? And extremely painful, yes? I cause you most pain. Because why? Because what happens is they get drill into the bone.
It's
And
about
it takes time.
2,500
And it takes time
for
for
an
the
implant,
gum.
because I'm booked in for one.
It takes time for the gum and the bone to heal around the implant to anchor it into the mouth. That's why.
They put bone graft in there, Michelle. So although they'll take your tooth out, then they put a little bit of bone graft in where the hole is, and then you got to leave it for a bit.
Yeah.
And it's 2,500 a tooth.
Well, like I said, originally at the time, just to fix the rear tooth in this tooth, that's going to be $3,200 from the bridge. And then the dentist I saw last time, this was many years ago, he said to me, he said, this tooth here is sideways. He says, I might have to pluck that out too because it's sideways. The two teeth on both sides can be used for the abutment for the bridge. The one sideways tooth, I can't really do anything with that because it's sideways. I mean, sure, I could probably put a crown on it, but it's gonna look kind of weird.
Can you make a double tooth where you've got that one tooth? You might be able to make like a big double tooth and clip it on so that it looks like you've got two teeth there.
Split it down the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose for the this plastic tooth is here that I made, I could probably put a double tooth in there if they decide to. Because, I mean, physically the tooth, I mean, I don't know. Is the tooth cracked? I don't know. I think it might be cracked in half, too. I don't know. I'm not a dentist. I'm going to let them do that job. Dentists don't like when guests or patients tell them what they think they need.
I can hear you. I hear you can get cheap dental work done in Mexico, Michelle. Maybe you should take a trip down to the border.
Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield doesn't pay for that.
Right, it's Mexico. No, you pay cash. It's cheap though.
20 years, you think you can expect prices to be the same? No, nothing's the same. Everything's gone up at least by 25%. Yeah, everything's gone up. It was around 2015 that tooth in the back broke after all the stress that was going on at the time. It cracked the molar right in half. That's how that tooth got broken in half, and then the filling came out, and then originally that was very excruciatingly painful. And I saw the episode on the History Channel about Nefertiti, and they got an abscess. So I made my best to make sure we didn't get one. Made sure I cleaned my mouth with hydrogen peroxide and water and baking soda, and I did not get an abscess. Thank God. But I can tell you that's what killed Nefertiti. Was an abscess. Even though the dentist originally did pull her bad tooth, which is the same identical molar that I had that snapped in half. She didn't get to it.
Michelle, what's the scariest movie? What's the scariest movie you've ever seen? Like one that still gives you goosebumps when you think about it. Scary movie.
Coma.
With Robin Williams?
Coma. C-O-M-A. Was the scariest thing where people go in for routine surgeries and they all end up in a coma and they're all being stacked out like cordwood in the body preservation center being harvested for organs.
Huh.
Yeah, that's scary. The fact of the matter is, it's actually
mine was
based on
Predator versus Terminator.
What?
Yeah, I know.
No. What movie did you say, Tiger? I'm sorry, I didn't.
Predator versus Terminator.
Predator versus Terminator?
Well,
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I suppose another scary movie
Well,
I would
Maybe
never want to
Alien
live
versus
as an
Predator?
experience is
Alien versus Predator.
I would never want to experience living like the guy did in the terminal in de Gaulle Airport in France. I think the real story was based in the movie with Paul Hanks or.
That guy wanted to live there, though.
The poor guy.
Didn't he? He wanted to live at that airport.
He
Oh, yeah.
finally did get ability to leave the de Gaulle Airport in France, in Paris, but he'd been there for so many years. And even though he was free to go, he decided to stay there until he died.
He's like Ed.
No, the guy and the actual guy who actually was living in the de Gaulle Airport in France for 25 plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michelle, did you know that guy used to get
the
gout
movie The
and
Terminal
talk
is
about
based on
trains all day to passengers?
The movie The
It's
Terminal
a little
is
ironic because it was an
all right,
airport.
wait a minute. The movie Terminal is based on this actual story of an actual man who's been stuck in the de Gaulle Airport in France for 25 plus years. And then finally they got him so they can leave if he wanted to leave. He went out in Paris for a while, checked it out, and said, nah, you know what? He said, I'm going to stay here. This is my home. I've been here for so long. So he decided to stay in the terminal till he died of a heart attack. And he died in the airport. Because he got so used to living there, he might as well die there too.
Why would you want to live in an airport or die in an airport?
Katia, you haven't been around here long enough to determine if you are a wrench material.
Michelle, literally everybody in your chat has a wrench. Like, you might as well just give them one as well, Michelle. Everybody in your chat has a wrench, Michelle.
Oh, I never saw the movie Carrie. But like I said, I would never want to experience what the guy did in the terminal with John Hanks. I think I would have been a bit of
John Hanks.
Paul Hanks, whatever his name is. Tom
Paul
Hanks.
Yep.
Not Tom Hanks?
No. Paul and John, they were both in the movie.
Oh,
so I was in a coma for 6 hours. Do you think they harvested any of my organs?
Kathy, how are you doing today anyway?
If you went to Mexico, they did.
Were you really?
I was a bit away. Yeah.
What happened?
I was in a car accident.
Oh my God.
Kathy, I don't think she's giving out any more wrenches. Yes, I can see your questions without the wrench. Yes, I see you. I see your question, Kathy. How you doing?
What's Kathy's question?
What was the question? She said...
Good question.
She said, can I have a wrench? I said, no, I'm not giving out wrenches. Hello, Michelle. Do you know who Chester Carlson is? No, I don't. I don't know who Chester Carlson is.
Yeah, maybe they can elaborate, Michelle.
Who? I don't know who Chester Carlson is. Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise.
You know who You know who Oscar the Grouch is, Michelle? You know who Oscar the Grouch is, right?
You love them.
The Grouchies?
Oscar the Grouch. He lives in a garbage can.
Oh, the garbage can guy. Okay.
Yeah.
He also does the voice of. He also does the voice of Big Bird too, by the way.
Really?
I know he passed away recently. The guy that did Oscar the Grouch. So.
Is that why you don't hear about Big Bird anymore? Big Bird was the rage in the 30 years. Everybody wanted to be like Big Bird.
I kind of always liked Oscar the Grouch as a kid. I don't know why. It kind of reminds me. It kind of reminds me.
They were always so mean to him.
He kind of reminds me a little bit of Ed.
Yeah, me too, Michelle. I agree. Yeah.
Ed? Yeah, totally.
Ed's like a Oscar the Grouch and a Snuffleupagus combination, I would say.
The guy that does Big Bird is a guy, yes.
He's got some Snuffleupagus in him. You know, that slow,
That's Snuffles. That's not...
Right. That's Snuffleupagus.
That's not Oscar the Grouch. Okay.
Right. Yep. Why were they always so mean to Oscar, Michelle? Like, you're poor. Get a job. You know, they're always so mean to him. You lived in,
what
homeless guy living in the trash can.
Have you seen the movie Teeth? No, it sounds like a dentist's nightmare.
I think he didn't even live in it, but he was stuck in it. Like, I never saw him get out of the trash can, and no one ever offered to help him get out.
I still want to see the episode of Butch when the woman or the guy from Brazil goes to California to get blood elf ears. I really want to see that episode of Botched. Anybody got a copy of it available? I really want to see it because I saw when he was in Brazil and he was talking to plastic surgeons and getting elf ears. And I really would love to see if he finally
And
got
yet
his
you
elf
still want to
ears.
get that operation, Michelle, knowing it was a botched operation. You still want to proceed and get elf ears.
No, that's been why he was on a show called Botched, right?
So that's what you want to do? Just
Thank you,
get
Kathy. I'll see you later on. Please
surgery?
do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you do, then you'll also know when we're live. And don't forget to click the bell to receive notifications when we go live. We are live Monday through Saturday, normally at 10 a.m. to about 12 noon. So that's good news to know. So you can always come back here, check out the show, see what's going on. Will you watch Teeth trailer and react to it live? No thanks, that sounds like a horror movie. That sounds like a dentist that's gone rogue. No thank you, I already got a real dentist appointment. I don't need a dentist to see a movie where a dentist goes rogue. I'm going to be afraid of the real dentist as it is. Open wide! Surprise! You got problems!
Well, I mean, you guys have heard about all the articles about dentists getting in trouble for molesting their patients, right?
What are we going to do with your teeth now? Let's see. We're going to have to go fix this. We're going to remove this. We're going to cap this, crown this, fill in this gap, fix this gap, fill in this cavity, fill in this cavity. There's your bill. Ah! I don't even know who she is yet. I just saw her. I think she's been on once, maybe one time on here before now. The thing is you gotta be around for a bit, guys. Come on. You know, of course, alright, fine, I'll give her a standard moderator. But the thing is you guys realize you guys need to share the show out with people. Really. We need to make this channel explode. We need to make this channel go kaboom.
These people, Michelle? Obviously, we're sharing it out.
And Michelle, I shared your show with everyone at H&R Block like 2 weeks ago, Michelle. I was watching your show in a waiting room, sharing it out with everybody that I could possibly get attention to. And you got more subscribers. Michelle, your subs have gone up in the past couple weeks.
What did the majority of people in the waiting room think of the show?
Oh, you know, they were a bit confused, and I mean, they were, you know, the bit. I forget what was going on at the time, but you were talking about something, and they were, you know, a couple people seemed interested. They said they might check it out, so I'm not sure if they did or not, but you know, I did my diligence.
Oh no, that shouldn't hurt until you see the bill, and then you're going to be experiencing excruciating financial pain. My wallet
Skynet
hurts.
shared you out at Walmart, Michelle. Last week he shared you out at Walmart with a lot.
Yeah, I know, but if you don't, seriously, if you do not have insurance, you bet your wallet's gonna hurt. You know, really, I'm not kidding you. Dentists are probably almost as expensive as an auto mechanic. Yeah, really, think about it. It's almost the same price. It's going to cost you just as much to go ahead and get a new head gasket than it is to get a new molar in your mouth. Dentists are incredibly expensive. I mean, of course, dentists want us to take care of our teeth by doing routine preventive maintenance.
Stay strong. I know she's being a bit rude right now, but, you know, just stay strong. She's talking over you.
I'm trying to. Go ahead.
All right, try it again, Skynet.
Michelle, I shared your video with the police officer down the street, and he said that this is not elderly abuse, so we're okay.
Okay.
We're good to go.
You're not that old either, Michelle. Actually, Michelle, when can you get a pension?
You have to have a job.
Pension.
I already
You have to
get.
have
I
a
already
job
get a
to get a
pension.
pension.
That's
I already
funny.
get a pension. I already get a
Yeah,
disability
you-
pension.
Get your 401k there, Michelle.
When can
Oh,
you
you
cash
don't
out of
just
your
get a pension when you get a
401k?
certain age.
Zombie says Mercury.
No,
What would
if
you
you're
say?
You do in
working,
England.
She could retire at 64, but she's not even working, so I don't know how that would work.
I'm on
yeah,
disability.
pension is like when you're working Tiger for so many years, and then they I guess let you go, and then they give you a
Oh.
severance package for the job.
Oh, in England, you get a certain age and you get some money from the government, like a pension.
Oh wow.
Yeah, technically that's 64. That's retirement or
Yeah, it's what it
disability
used
or
to be.
Social Security,
That's what it used to
right?
be.
Social Security. But technically, Michelle already has Social Security because she's got
Look,
disability.
let me explain this to Tiger Kitty because she's right. Technically, if you are Social Security, I'm talking about this elderly, Social Security is still considered a pension. It is not a private pension, it's a public pension. A private pension from a company is what Americans call a pension. We don't normally call Social Security a pension. What you get from the WPA in the UK, which is like our agency like Social Security, when you retire, that's a pension. They call that a pension. Okay, that's a public pension, but you can still have a private pension from your employer as well.
Do they give that to the pension in the UK? Do they give that in one big lump sum, or do they give it monthly?
No. They'll give you you get a little bit of extra money.
Oh,
They'll
okay,
give
yeah,
you that. They
Yeah,
give you
that's,
that every week, every 2 weeks, I think, or a month. I don't know.
yeah, it's basically the Social Security, just a different name. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's
the
good.
WPA program is Social Security,
Yeah, that's
word
also,
for word, and the private company pensions are varying what the pension plan offers.
Do you get a free bus pass at a certain age?
Yeah.
In England, you're allowed to use public transport free as well.
Well, we don't get
At certain
free
age.
transport in most parts of the United States. What they do give you reduced fare once you're 55 plus. And it's the same rate as they do for the disabled. So basically, now it's from what I understand, the local bus company in Winston is giving free transportation. So I don't know how that works. Is the towns paying for this? Like they are in Mansfield and stores, they're paying for their local bus, the WRTD bus, the Willimantic Rural Transit District, the WRTD bus. The town of Mansfield stores pays for transportation for all Mansfield stores residents to take the WRTD bus to the Mansfield area, Willimantic area, and
I
Wyndham
think
area.
Glasgow Dave was saying he had a free bus pass.
It's pretty much what it is. You just gotta show proof of residency for the city of Mansfield stores, and then you get the ride the bus for free. That's all.
They will tell
So
you
maybe
to
they're
get a
doing
pension
maybe
in
they're doing the
England.
same thing in Winston Torrington. They're just saying is show proof of residency. Oh, okay, you live in Winston Torrington. Okay, no problem. Hop on. Yeah, it's the same deal probably.
I don't think I've ridden a public bus in about 20 years, but probably about 2003, 2002. It's been a while.
Well, yeah, that's right. Tiger Kitty, you're 3 years younger than me. You thought it was the opposite.
I've ridden one in DC, but I've never got a bus anywhere.
Huh?
You have to in DC.
Oh, I looked on Siri. What are the best cities for the legally blind to live in? Seattle, Washington came up. Washington, D.C. came up. And the other one was Chapel Hill, North Carolina came up. And there was a fourth one that I forgot what it was. Chapel Hill, North Carolina might be a possibility, but I wouldn't want to live in Washington, D.C. And I sure the hell cannot afford to live in Seattle.
I wonder why DC came up. Weird.
Well, it
Transport
was the
them.
first city that they recommended on the list of cities. Actually, it was the second one after Seattle, Washington. But I mean,
Yeah,
the thing is,
what makes them? Yeah, maybe the
because
transit, public transit.
because of the public transit and the fact there's a lot of walkable paths in Washington D.C. and Seattle, Washington. Well, unfortunately, both are extremely expensive. So, not happening. Not by me, anyway. Oh yeah, absolutely. Washington, especially after the Beltway.
Yeah.
Washington D.C.
Scooby-Doo laugh.
Washington D.C. is a madhouse. You don't want to go to Washington D.C.
Michelle, you could do White House streams every morning. You could just stream out in front of the White House with your laptop, Michelle. You could make the Secret Service men. You'd know them on like the different days. Like, hey, it's Thursday. How you doing, Tom?
You know, as long as you stay
Good
outside,
content.
as long as you stay outside the fence of the White House, they probably might just question you, but they probably wouldn't really do anything with you.
So I'd buy you a drone and have you fly a drone outside of the White House.
If I was going to go that far, and if I was in Washington D.C., I probably would apply for a press pass, so I could cover the press meetings, the pressers, and then that'd be kind of cool, right?
Strap some road flares.
Live from the North American Snow Queen Palace, we have the latest news from Jean Barriere about President Biden's faux pas and what he said about China. Here we go, straight to the big mouth herself.
So does Joe Biden have a fupa?
Yeah, he keeps messing things up so bad.
Yeah. He keeps fupa-ing him up. Well, we only got one more year, Michelle. I'm pretty confident he will not make it back into office next year.
I hope not.
All right, let's talk about this. Reparations. State of California. I think it was in San Fran. They're saying it's $5 million per person enough. Except one valid question. What's the requirements? I mean, does it only go to people that can prove
per person enough?
They're relatives of a slave? Or does it go to everybody that basically puts their hand up and says, me, I need that? If they did the second
we were all
together,
brought here on a boat, to be fair, so do I get reparations?
Yeah. And I mean, white people have also been abused, and so
come on.
Right, so
let's not.
The worst thing about Washington D.C. is it's expensive.
Well, I mean, if you want the reparations, you got to give them to everybody, you know, not just one certain culture. Everybody should get reparations.
Anybody, or just certain anybody's? Absolutely anybody. What about people who are legally blind? In San Francisco? Yes, anybody. Absolutely, them too. Really? Okay. No, on a serious note, though. I don't know how they're going to do that. $5 million.
No, there's no way that can happen. If that happens, I might have to flee the country.
Michelle, there's no way people are getting $5 million per person.
Liquor for
no way.
There's no fucking way, dude. No fucking.
There's not a rich person out there that would donate that much.
Oh, I'm sure that they're going to charge you a toll to get into New York City. You know damn well the trolls love their tolls, right? Hey, you want to get on the Beltway? That's going to cost you. Fork it up. Or I'm going to go into you and put my hand on your throat and take it out of you.
Michelle, you did a perfect troll voice.
Yeah, I know. I know the trolls.
That was pretty good. That's pretty good, Michelle.
We'll put that on the list.
Or would you like to give me your bag lunch instead? I'm going to go ahead and shake you until food and your coins come out of my pockets. Fork it over, buddy.
Very good.
Nailed it. Spot on, Michelle.
That's brilliant.
Spot on.
When I hear you talk, I picture a troll.
That's spot on, Michelle. That's spot on troll right there. You got it.
Yep, that's your typical congressional critter, too.
Like you're under a bridge right now. I feel you're under a bridge trying to scare me away. Don't cross there.
For the Horde. Hoorah! Yeah. If you guys think I forgot about finishing the World of Warcraft game, you are so mistaken. Because I've still got plans to finish playing that. Of course you do.
Oh, yeah? You gotta get all the
Michelle
characters
is gonna
leveled
stop
up
playing
next
her
level?
game. She loves it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta play my game, baby. I gotta play my game. In fact, there's a very interesting quest that one of my other characters ran and did, right? Well, if Kayla went ahead and did the same thing going in that big arena, she probably could cream that monster. Big time. You should go out there, find out the arena out there, and fly out there on your mount and just take that monster down a few pegs for you and for your friends like Braylon.
Michelle, I was watching the news this morning, and they were talking about one of the rooms at that hotel you stayed at was creamed. And they're going to need to get a new carpet cleaner in there and clean that sucker out, even though they don't have carpet. Do you know anything about it?
I don't know nothing about that. We don't even have carpets in the room. It was all hardwood floors.
What was it called, that motel?
The Lakeside Inn.
The Lakeside Motel.
And they had no towels. I can't believe that.
It has a TV, but it don't work. It only has one light in the whole room, so if the bulb burns out, you're sitting in the dark. And on top of that, there's only one light in the bathroom and only half a roll of toilet paper. So if you get it back each of the squirts, you're in trouble.
So you probably had to put coins in the TV for it to work. You probably had to put quarters or something.
No, it's not even connected. It's not even connected to an aerial. It's not connected to an antenna at all.
Oh shit!
2.5 stars.
It's not connected to a DVD player
I
either.
think it deserves a half of that star.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's probably 2 more stars than.
That's a 1-star motel. Actually, it's a 0-star motel.
I probably would have rather slept in the truck
yeah,
or something. You know, I don't know.
Another train derail. Which one was this one?
Why didn't you want to call and complain the next morning, though? We tried to get you to call and complain about it, but you didn't want to make a fuss.
You didn't want to air your grievances.
Me and Ed, as I said, we called the motel last night because we wanted to see what they were going to charge for the month, and like we got the prices, and I was courteous to the guy.
For a
month? That's a bit much, but thank you very much, sir.
How much did they want for a month?
And then he called back Ed, and Ed said, "I can't afford that either."
Do you know what? Let me read you a review. Please don't ever stay here. The rooms are filthy. Rugs squishy from God knows what. There is no water pressure. They smell of piss and mould. Sheets are filled with cigarette burns.
Oh, wow.
In the non-smoking rooms. The beds are sunk in the centre.
What place was this one?
No. Broken appliances.
Oh, God.
It was the worst $65 I have ever spent.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. We got ripped off, Michelle. You paid like $10, $15 more.
All right, and you had like the same
quality
room.
Let's see what this room
and
is.
you probably got less toilet paper.
Oh my god!
There was no cigarette glaze. They had a hardwood floor.
God. Blood stains. I was gonna make a joke,
the
but
bed
there was
sheets
in
were
the
thin
review.
and skinny.
Oh my god!
Smells of piss.
Noodles found some dead bugs in the beds. Dead bugs. They looked like, from what I can see in the picture, it looked like they were
5 years ago.
They looked like they were cockroaches.
You could have just stayed home for the same price, Michelle, and got the same experience.
Hey, here's another one. Crack house. Just says crack house. Here's another one. Nasty, nasty. Gross, just gross. Lots of drugs and very dangerous.
Well, like I was saying, you guys know it's a concern, like in a recording when they say your safety is our concern. Like, you know it's a bad hotel when they say that in the fucking voice recording for hold.
Oh yeah, the smoke detector.
Your safety is our concern.
The smoke detector was missing from the ceiling.
So you could have stayed at home for the same price. the same experience.
I got
Hole
4 smoke
ceiling,
detectors. I got 4 working smoke
bloodstained
detectors.
fucking bed.
I got
left.
Yeah,
4
but
smoke.
Ed was
I got
there.
4
That was the
working
big
smoke
difference.
I guarantee there was an Ed somewhere at that hotel, Skynet, just in a
I
different
got
room.
4
There
working
wasn't
smoke
Ed there.
Well,
detectors. I got
Michelle
4
got to
working
play
smoke
with
detectors
herself,
in my
and Ed didn't
apartment.
interrupt.
I
so.
changed the batteries every
Fair
time
enough.
they start going meet, which is
Fair
not
enough.
often. So I got 4 smoke
Sometimes you just need
detectors
a
in my
place to
apartment.
wait.
Okay,
Fair
and
enough,
they all
Skynet.
work.
Fair enough.
And this one room has 0 smoke detectors at all, 0 sprinklers at all. There was no sprinklers in there.
Michelle, whenever I go to a hotel room, the first thing I do is I take the smoke detector off the wall and just put it in the sink and submerge it in water. I don't want that thing going off. You don't want it going off.
Well,
Yeah.
He's like, oh my god, animal.
yes, like Mike Bro says on Dirty Jobs, he says, I take all the sheets off the bed, throw them in a corner, don't even sleep with the sheets. Because he said, you don't know if they're clean or not. I said, I can
That's
beat
fair.
you one better, Mike Bro.
Michelle, and
I'm
make
not
some
even going to
money,
go
eh?
underneath the sheets. Screw
Right.
it. I'm just going to lay
Charge
on
like
top of them.
$60.
There's
Yeah.
no way. I'm sorry, you guys are all making it sound like it's worse than Michelle's apartment, but let's just
I mean,
be real.
it's the same.
It
It's
was
the
cleaner.
same.
It was cleaner.
Yeah, I mean,
It was.
I mean, the room was clean, but it was dark. There was only one light in the whole room, and that's it. And, oh yeah, the bathroom light worked too. But like I said, I was not impressed. I mean,
Oh my god.
not
I
for
was
what
not
that,
impressed
not for what
either.
the hotel wanted to charge me a month. No, I definitely said no way. I could stay in my apartment for the same price.
How much was a month? I didn't hear
that's
that.
what I was asking as well.
And at least
Michelle,
I have
how-
a stove and refrigerator, and I can cook a meal.
Michelle, how much was it for a month? How much did they want? Out of curiosity, how much did they want?
It was about I think they said for each person it would have been like $1,600 for the whole room.
What?
$1,600 a month for the room.
Like, there's no
So
discount there. That's
$800 a
crazy.
person. If you wanted to divide the rent into 2 equal
$1,600.
parts. $1,600 for that room.
Yeah, that.
I'm like, shit, for
This
that
person
price
says
you
there
might
was
as
shit
well go.
all over the
For that price you
bedspread.
might as well go to Days Inn or the Roadway Inn, because that's
When was the date on that one? Just wondering.
How long ago was that review, Tiger?
They would
That
have
was 5 years ago as well.
Damn, 5 years ago, somebody was shitting and pissing all over the place.
Oh,
Michelle,
no.
where were you 5 years ago? What were you doing, Michelle? Where were you?
What was I doing 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you frequent that hotel?
2018, you were still living here. Yeah, you were still doing live shows.
Oh.
Yeah, you still were doing morning shows. You used to did night show because I go to Soup Kitchen. Okay. So,
Damn, 5 years ago. Yeah, I feel like I've been watching that one.
I was still playing games too. You know. But I didn't have Ed living here
yeah.
at the time. So,
Your favorite game 5 years ago was Second Life.
yeah, 5 years ago.
Oh, here's a newer one. It says, like the highlights, weed shop nearby.
Hell yeah.
That's a storage locker with
Too bad you guys
garage
didn't
doors,
stop
all
there.
this. Plunger space heaters. Well, you know what? I'll tell you a secret. Lannis Tech Tips, with the permission of a storage bin owner, set up just a demo just like that. Inside of a storage building. You store lockup. He had a home multimeter theater set up inside a 5x5 storage bin.
So did that room have a scent to it? Did it have a smell to it?
I don't know. I wasn't actually physically able to see how Linus Tech Tips had it smell. I suppose at least he had access to a bathroom somewhere.
No, Michelle, your hotel room. You're not Linus Tech Tips. I'm talking about your hotel room, Michelle.
The room was neutral smelling. It doesn't stink.
Oh, okay.
It didn't stink or anything. It was clean. It was just.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
It was just plain.
Under par.
It was Spartan. Let's put it that way. It was Spartan. It had furniture. It had armor. You know, where you can store
Spartan?
clothes and stuff. And a dresser. And one chair.
John
no
Spartan?
desk. But honestly, I think the room could. I think that they could have done better with the design of the room. Maybe because of the nature of the motel over the years. I think a lot of the good amenities were taken out of the room years ago, or stolen, or both.
So, is the weed shop nearby?
Yeah.
Where is the weed shop?
It is
It's right
nearby.
close to
It is nearby.
Ah.
It's on the same road, yeah. I think they were doing a little more serious stuff than Mary Jane over there. A lot stronger stuff. Plus the few women that
Stuff
were
that
doing
Andrew S. would
doing
like.
tricks too are still a thing. There are still some ladies in waiting.
There was women playing tricks.
That's probably where Andrew S. hangs out when he comes and visits. Goes right to that hotel.
I
Should
would have been
just-
very scared to stay in that motel.
Multiple reviews also mention the owner being a surly creep. Did you get an unfriendly, unpleasant vibe from him? Yeah. Leave me alone! Just like a ruby red dress. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Like, I don't really want to rent to you, but, if I'm going to rent to you, I'm going to fleece the hell out of you.
It's like
Definitely
Jimmy.
a major troll.
Fleeced you?
Pay
What
up,
do you mean
sucker.
fleece the hell out of you?
I
What the
think,
hell does that mean?
I
What does
think
fleece mean, Michelle? What do you mean fleece? Like put
That's
you
an
in a
English
coat?
word.
trust me.
It means they're gonna take as much money
In
as
other words, look at it this way. You
Oh.
think my current landlord's bad? This guy could seriously make my landlord to the woodshed, basically. Say, hey, you're giving away too much free stuff. Take out the heat. You don't want to pay for that. You make them pay for the heat. You take out the light bulbs. You make them buy those. You take out the
Yeah,
toilet paper.
well,
You don't supply
That's
that
a good
either.
idea,
You
Michelle.
don't supply
know,
clean
over
towels. You don't
1300.
supply
Right,
bed
don't give
sheets.
your
You don't
fucking
supply
landlord
units.
any ideas, Michelle. Shut your mouth.
You owe me $1,400 a month now, Michelle. You've had that too good for too long.
And then you
You must
charge
pay.
them, and then you charge them out the nostrils. That's to say in a room that's barren.
Carlos said he hears you're pregnant now with Noodle's baby.
No, I'm not pregnant. Trust me, I'm not pregnant. We
congrats,
didn't do
Michelle.
anything. We didn't do anything. No,
What's
really.
the baby gonna be?
No,
Is
guys,
it a
we
boy
didn't.
or a girl?
No, wait,
Are you registered anywhere?
Stop. We didn't do anything. Noodles and I didn't do anything.
Michelle, you know you gotta do special exercises for that, right?
All right. No, Michelle, no more doggy style because the baby's going to come out barking.
Take your drive to the next level in a
Whatever.
23 Kia 4K.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Jimmy would be taking notes. Probably be laughing his ass off. What? You mean there's a landlord that's worse than me? Congratulations! You get the brown prize. No,
Last
really?
thing you want is your landlord trying to outdo that guy.
Oh,
The
yeah.
scummiest man of the year.
The thing
Oh
is,
my
though,
god.
see, here's the thing. Right now, me and Ed were just watching a video from Epic Economist about this. People, even the middle-income people, cannot even afford rents anymore for a home at all. The home rentals prices have gone up so much. And
Well,
the,
Ed
and the
doesn't
income sources
work,
have gone
though,
down
Michelle.
so much. The more
So you can rent
and-
a full house over here for $750. I mean,
Right, your guys are fucking...
well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about
That's not
rent
the
with
national
you.
average. Okay.
you guys have cheap rent
Hey,
around you.
Michelle.
Two-bedroom
National
apartment
average
for
is like
$850.
$2,400 to $3,600 a month.
Michelle, you have an 8-bedroom apartment right down the street for $850, and I don't know. We don't need to get into the discussion, Michelle. You're giving out false information. YouTube will flag you. Please stop talking about expensive rent, Michelle. You're giving out false information.
No.
right
I'm
now.
basing the results on what Epic Economist has said.
Well, that's a different
I'm
area,
not-
Michelle, because rent's cheap around you.
That's a house rental for a family. $2,400 to $3,600 a month based on the area you live in. Okay, it varies. It's not one rent across the country, but still, a lot of people can't afford that. New
It's like the
families can't
Hamptons or
afford that.
Tarzana.
But you can afford rent and cheaper room if you moved. And then you'd have another room for Ed.
Oh, that's just it. Ed keeps saying to me, well, this
Here we go.
place is as cheap as we can get, and it's barren. And I said, I don't want to sleep
That's
in the
not
same
true, though.
I don't want to
But that's
sleep.
not
I
true.
said, I don't want to sleep in the same room as you. And
You do though, because you
already complain I snore too much. So why would I want to sleep in the same room as you? Even if it's different beds. You say I snore too loud. You're not going to give me a break because of that. You know. Like, I can't afford a room by myself. Well, I know that. What's the problem?
Michelle, have you ever slept on a couch before?
Yes. And then,
Okay, has Ed
depending on
ever
the type
slept
of
on a
couch,
couch?
it can either be easy to living nightmare. My couch is in the living
Right, but-
nightmare department. Now, if you're a small, tiny little pipsqueak, probably you could do it without too much of a hassle. But for me, I'm a big, wide bruiser, and I fall off the edge of the couch. So, before he put the leg
Whatever.
extensions on it, I would just have my one leg hanging off the edge. Now I can't do that without the risk of falling off the couch because I'm too unstable and I go whoop. So I don't know. It's just, you know, the situation in this country is getting worse.
Well, it's because of people like you that act like fucking all this shit is going bad, but don't make any fucking steps to change the world around you. You just complain.
Well, excuse me. I even told Ed, I said, you know what? You're going to have to go get a job, buddy. I said, because, Ed, you don't make enough money to pay for a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, but you both collectively make enough to pay for a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, I can barely pay enough to get a two-bedroom apartment.
Michelle, they're $850 right down the street. You guys are paying $1,200 right now. Do the math.
Yeah, but you know the thing is I really...
Michelle, excuses. Let's just change the subject,
Whatever.
please. Yeah, let's change the subject, Michelle. You're not gonna move.
The point she was trying to make was...
Well, yeah, let's just change the subject, please. You know, let's get off of this. This is a dead, tired topic. Nobody wants to talk about, Michelle, especially with you.
Yeah, if you wanted
Well,
to
I got
change it,
18
I'd talk
viewers
about
saying
it,
that at least they're enjoying the
Exactly.
show overall. So, let's just say this. I don't want to have Ed control my way of thinking. And I certainly didn't like the idea that he wanted me to be part of his moving project. No! I said, Ed,
Yeah,
come
you'd
on.
rather stay in that, apartment. That's how we get it.
I want my apartment back to myself. He already knows this. This is nothing.
You and the roaches and the fleas.
This is nothing
back to
secret.
yourself.
I said to Ed, I want my apartment back to myself. I like living alone. I like having my own things done my way. I said, this is you enjoy doing things your way on your own too. I said, because then I don't have to worry about, somebody else making a mess in my house because I can keep it up by myself. Easier. Because I know what I spill and I wipe it up, I clean it up. And I know how many dirty dishes are in the sink because I try to keep the garbage and the dishes to a minimum. I don't drink alcohol, so there wouldn't be beer cans anywhere near the apartment. He said, I kind of like living by myself too. I said, but he said, I can't afford to do it by myself. I said, yeah, you can. If you can get into the right entitlement programs, you could. But he said, I don't know if I'm going to stay in Connecticut, so he said, I don't know if I want to sign up for any programs in Connecticut. I said, Ed, you got the summer to come up with a plan. You said you were thinking about leaving in September, which I've heard this before. So why don't you go ahead and start planning ahead? If you're going to leave in September, come up with a plan. put money aside for it. That's all. Because otherwise, it's never gonna happen.
Wake me up when September ends. That's what Ed's gonna be singing, Michelle.
I don't want to talk about that. Just Anyway, so it's 11:43. What are you gonna do today? I'm gonna try to work on the third episode of Cost Less Times, and I need you guys to review it. And Tiger Kitty, if you can look at it, take a look at it, read through it. Noodles, if you can read through it.
Alright.
Skynet, you
You
can
gonna
read
end that
through
World
it.
of Warcraft subscription today?
Just review it, guys. Read it.
All right.
It's not. It's
But
only.
I gotta say, I did like Skynet, like I did with the homeless guy.
Yeah, the homeless guy one. That was one that Skynet created.
It's more relatable.
Yeah. It's more
But I'll read
relatable.
yours.
Yeah, I understand that. Well, guys, anyway, so for now, is there anything you want to say
Hey.
before we end for today?
Yeah,
Have a good day, everybody.
End your World of Warcraft subscription since you don't play it anymore.
Yeah,
And have
Yeah,
a great
honestly.
day.
Yes, it was already.
Michelle,
It was
think
already.
about it. How much money you could have saved by
Yes,
now.
yes, it was
Since
already.
you
It was
have-
already renewed this week.
All right.
And
Well,
just have it set on
maybe next month.
Maybe.
So I can play it whenever I
All right.
want.
Bye, guys.
Take care. Have a good day, everyone.
Everybody.
You as well.
Well, all right, guys. That's it, I guess. Anything else before I go? Why are you gonna leave at 11:45? What do you want to talk about for 15 minutes? Well, why don't we talk about the fact that summer's coming? We're hoping to get outside more and do an outdoor show. Also, we're going to try to get Silvermoon Radio up this weekend. Also, like somebody said, they want to see Irma Goes West. We're going to see if we can go and find that movie. Yeah, that would be a good movie to see. Irma Goes West. So, yeah, we'll check that out. And then Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure 2. Maybe Wayne's World 1, Wayne's World 2. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can find a few more movies. I definitely like the Irma one. I'm going to go see if I can find that one. And that would be streamed on Rumble, people. Tumble Rumble. So, that'll be on Friday night. We'll probably take some phone calls, because Ed and Stan will be hanging out together. That's tomorrow night. So they'll be at the Wolfpack, Hartford Wolfpack game. So we'll have the house to ourselves for a few hours. So we'll see if we can get some phone calls in. Well, sounds like a plan to me. Yep. And let's see, anything else? No, not really. Just to say, I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed the show. I had no way of watching the basketball game. But the point is, that's what Ed's going to be watching on Saturday. Got a lot of stuff to watch what's going on with the Huskies. They're getting ready. They're in the Final Four now. They're in the Final Four, as I understand it. I'm not a sports person, so I'm not keeping up with all the details. But it looks interesting. It really does. So, also, we're going to try to get something else done this afternoon. As I said, I do want to work for Cost Less Times Part 3, Episode 3, and which is the actual installation of the 14,100 watt transmitter And I was looking to see if I can find pictures of actual 14,100 watt transmitters so I get an idea how big they are. The only one I could see on YouTube was a 5 kilowatt one, which was an old RCA BTC5, which is a 5 kilowatt. In a commercial radio station, you sometimes will see three or 2 or 3 transmitters synchronized together in phase to actually result in total combined wattage of 1500 watts. So they probably would just get 3 like Harris transmitters and then just set them at the lower power to be easier on the transistor finals. So that's probably what they would do. Yeah, what? No, the movie. What's this one? Or Gizmo in... Okay, never heard of it. Never heard of it. Alright, guys. For now, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I mean, I just want to thank you for coming. All the new people that came. You'll notice our show does change. It's never consistently the same show every day. There is a standard plot to it, but there is some variation on the morning show, the night show. It's never ever exactly the same. Also, I do notice that sometimes the outro will pause. I don't know why it does that. Maybe I need to change the resolution a bit on it. I do have a 720p version. But I don't know why it does that. It's not a file problem. It's just some reason it just pauses the stream when it runs. And then it catches up with itself. But, yeah. Have a wonderful day and stay out of trouble. And don't forget, keep warm. Tomorrow will be warmer than today. Okay? Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.